Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Brandon Hodge here. So we have a lot of juicy news stories to jump into today. So enough time wasted. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright, the first news story for today's episode of WWE News is going to be about Andrade. So Andrade was not drafted in the WWE draft. There's a reason for that. It's not just like they forgot about him. Like, oh wait, he was signed? Oh, he's still signed? We forgot. We fired. No, it's nothing like that. The reason Andrade actually wasn't in the draft is because he has a small injury that requires surgery. It's nothing giant, and it's nothing that was like necessary or anything. It's just like he thought it was okay time to go ahead and get it done because it's something he needs. I mean, he needs it done. It's not like it's just like whatever, but it was kind of like an elective surgery. Like he had a choice. He could get it, or he could kind of just deal with the injury, prolonging it for a while. He decided to get it. He's only going to be out about a month, but that's the reason Andrade was like missing from the WWE draft. Okay, the next news story is about Lars Sullivan. So I didn't think I would say his name too much like ever again, to be honest with you guys, because if you don't know the Lars Sullivan situation, so Lars is just this like giant monster of a wrestler he's supposed to be, and then some things came out about his personal life and his personal views, and it's like, oh, this guy is a horrible person, and yeah, he's done some messed up things and all this other stuff. So everyone's opinion on Lars is not the greatest, to say the least. Now he's back in WWE, and then apparently he's still doing stuff that is quite horrible. So I don't know where they're going to go with Lars. I mean, it's kind of like one of those situations where, you know, they might have to release him just because of all the controversy on the internet. Well, not even the internet, just everywhere regarding him. But anyway, as for his actual like wrestling plan, not to do with his personal life, Lars Sullivan, the plan for him is actually build him up to be like they always have done with Lars Sullivan, but build him up to be this monster, and then he's going to face the other monster inside the WWE, Braun Strowman. So Braun Strowman and Lars Sullivan, they're going to kind of go at it, and that is the apparently the plan for Lars at this time, but who knows, it could change, but we will just have to wait and see what happens. Okay, the next news story is about WrestleMania 38. So WrestleMania 38 is actually going to be in Los Angeles, it looks like. So obviously this depends on the situation, the climate of this crazy world we're living in right now, but we know Los Angeles is not going to be able to host WrestleMania 37 like in a few months. Like it's not happening. It's crazy to say in a few months, but it's already October. This is in April. Like it's not like a year away anymore. We're got to narrow down where we're having the show. I mean, they advertised it for Los Angeles, but it just doesn't look like it's happening for WrestleMania 37. So they're going to give it to them in 38, and then for 37, they're going to go back to the city that kind of got cheated out of the Mania, Tampa. So Tampa is supposed to get 37. And then 38 is going to be in Los Angeles. That is the current plan, apparently. If everything goes as planned. If not, and we can't have WrestleMania 37 at all, then I guess 38 will be in Tampa and 39 will be in Los Angeles. And God, just saying 39, I just realized we're getting really close to WrestleMania 40. And now I feel old. Okay, the next news story is about John Cena. So I don't really like to get into the wrestlers' personal lives because that's just not my thing, right? I don't like. If it's to do with wrestling, fine. I'm here in front of the camera. I'm here talking about wrestling. I like wrestling. I have a wrestling channel. That's what I do. That's what I've done for a very long time, and that's what people enjoy seeing me do. But I don't want to get past the point of like being like the professional life and the career and the business. I don't want to get past that and like go to the other side of the personal. But if it's something major like this, I'll mention it. So apparently John Cena is now married. He just got married. I mean, he's keeping it very quiet. He's not like posting it everywhere. I mean, he gives a little tease that here or there, but apparently this girlfriend he's, I guess, been seeing ever since he, got away from Nikki Bella or whatever. He's been seeing her, and apparently they were engaged, and then, like, this past week, they actually got married. So, they're married, so congratulations to John Cena. He is now married, and, yeah, that's cool. And that's as far deep as I want to go into someone's personal life. They're married. Congratulations. Let's move on to the next thing. Okay, WrestleMania 37. So, we have some deciding to do for WrestleMania 37. Apparently, it's going to be in Tampa, so we got the location pinned down, but, we have an issue. What's happening at the show? We got to come up with some matches. So what's happening at the show? Well, apparently what they have planned right now, and I think Roman Reigns has talked about this a lot, and The Rock's talked about this a lot, and they're kind of teasing it back and forth. They're going to have The Rock versus Roman Reigns. Now, if The Rock's schedule lines up and they can set it up perfectly and all of that, then yes, indeed, The Rock and Roman Reigns will be happening. I don't know if it's going to be for the title or what, but that will be happening at WrestleMania 37. But we do have other matches to fill, and there's a few names that they can call every once in a while for a big show, the big show of the year, WrestleMania, and see, hey, are you available? Can you just show up? We'll pay you, just show up for one night, and we'll give you a freaking $1 million or $2 million or some crazy number. And those two wrestlers, used to it was just one. It was just the one. We would call Undertaker for once a year just to show up to him to be the Undertaker that one night. But now we have another name to add to that. It's John Cena. We're going to call him every once in a while and be like, hey, come on over. Come over for the one appearance. I know you miss it, and we'll give you a good paycheck or whatever. Apparently that's the plan right now. It's to call John Cena and call The Undertaker and see how they feel, see if they can convince them to come over, and if they can, maybe put them against each other in a legitimate match instead of just having like a short, nothing like they did previously. So they're thinking John Cena versus The Undertaker and Roman Reigns versus The Rock for WrestleMania 37 matches so far. That's the plan so far, but things can change, and obviously a lot of those are dependent on people picking up the phone and saying yes, because the only person in all those matches who's an actual active full-time wrestler is Roman Reigns. That's it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the saddest part of the video. Always makes me cry, always hurts me really bad to have to say this, but ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the final news story I will be talking about inside of this episode of WWE News. So this is about WWE touring. So touring is up in the air right now. Like, it's not really... We don't know. They've made plans in the past, and they can't do it. It's not their choice. It's dependent on how things are getting better with this crazy world we're living in right now. They wanted to do SummerSlam with the crowd, and obviously that couldn't happen, and now we're looking Survivor Series, and Survivor Series is just next month, and it doesn't look like that's happening with the crowd. So now we're crossing our fingers, it looks like, for Royal Rumble, so maybe that'll happen. If Rumble doesn't happen, then Mania is looking iffy, but I'm hoping January we can do the Rumble. I mean, the last show I was actually at, last WWE show I was at was the Royal Rumble, where I got this shirt, so yeah, Royal Rumble. But apparently the plan is for next year to just do the televised shows with the crowd and not actually do the other shows at all. So what I mean by that, like Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views, NXT, all that will have a crowd, right? But they do something called house shows, WWE live events, which are non-televised. They are not on TV, they are just for fans in attendance. Apparently they will not be bringing those back next year at all. The current plan is they will not be bringing back the house shows, the non-televised wrestling shows, which sometimes can be even more fun than the ones that are actually on TV because they don't have to be as strict with their character and everything. But apparently those will not be coming back in 2021, and they're planned to be coming back in 2022. So who knows? We will just have to wait and see. But guys, that is going to do it for this episode of the WWE News Show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to leave some links on screen right now to be a link to the previous video, which was an unboxing video, which I did on Monday, as well as a link to subscribe to this channel and my second channel. But thanks for watching, guys. I've wasted enough of your day, and I appreciate you guys for checking out the video and checking out the channel. But yep, that's going to do it. I am Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.